I do see someone possibly trying to come towards you here. Somebody here that might want to move things forward with you, okay? I'm getting that very heavily in this reading. So there's a good chance that this person, and this is a past situation, like, you ended it, but this person just keeps coming back, right? Possibly a family member, possibly a friend, I'm not sure. Could be even an ex, right? But it's like you keep ending it, and but this person does not want to take a hit, right? This person keeps wanting to come back around because they're like, wait a minute, I didn't get to say what I wanted to say, and this person just won't stop, right? um yeah, and this person's not going to stop. This person is just not going to stop. But let's just keep going and see what else we got here for you. Okay, and this is your present energy as of right now, right? I feel like you're trying to make things happen for yourself despite what other people here are doing to you, right? You're trying to, again, this is what I'm seeing, like you're just taking the high road, you're trying to be the better person here, and it's not your fault that this person can't move forward. And that's what I'm seeing here, like this person can't move forward, but you're like, okay, just stop already, but this person won't stop because that person just like, they're like, no. Okay, so there's like a repeated negative pattern going on here where you're always having to deal with this person, whoever this person is in your life, right? It's like the more you're trying to change Gemini, it's the more that this person's resisting. This person is not wanting to allow you to have a new beginning. This person's not they feel like that. I'm not saying that they're not allowing you, because you're going to do what you want to do anyways, right? But this person's energy is like, oh, I can't allow Gemini to have a new beginning. I can't allow Gemini to go out and do something that they want to do. You might be in the process of doing something where this person feels that what you're going to do is foolish, or this person feels like what you're going to do is irresponsible, or this person just feels like, you shouldn't be so carefree, Gemini. This person is causing you a lot of stress. That's what I'm seeing here, like stress. Maybe even trauma for one of you, where this person has even traumatized you. I don't know. Maybe this is your parent. I have no idea. But this is somebody who definitely has done things to you that really caught you off guard, you know. And I'm actually seeing this as being something that's is happening now, or this could be happening pretty soon. Okay, like really soon, like maybe, in the next week or something, where this person is like, well, I didn't get to tell you this, but I really want to point out that. And this person is basically trying to take control over your life, right? They want to cause you to feel undecided. They want to make you feel confused, or they want to make you feel anxiety. They just want to stop you and cause delays for you, right? This might also be somebody who possibly has gotten some kind of information, okay? Um, where they are believing lies, possibly from somebody else, right? Other people around your energy, maybe other family members, if this is family, or this could be, a group of friends, you know. Let's go ahead and get some more information. But it's like somebody has lied, and this person is believing somebody else's lies, and you're telling this person the truth, and this person's not like wanting to listen, right? That kind of energy, like you're like, hey, I can do this, I can do that. It has something to do with your stability and you reaching this higher level, right? Um So whoever this is that is lying about you, it's because of this. It's because of you reaching your fullest potential. This is like you having more money than them, okay? You having, yeah, this is what it is. So somebody around this person who has been trying to stop you, this person has been causing problems for you, or just keep coming back around like, "Oh, Gemini, I want to tell you this, I want to tell you that," right? It's because they're listening to somebody's lies, right? Somebody who is lying about you, or lying or saying things about you, but it's because of money. Okay? It's because you might end up doing something where you're going to be very successful. This person who's lying about you, this is like a third party, guys, okay? This is somebody in the background. So let's say if you're best friends with this person and then you have a another friend, it's that third friend, that second friend over there that is lying to this person, and this person is coming toward you and like freaking out and being like, oh my god, Gemini, you're about to make a huge mistake, you're being irresponsible, you're doing this, you're doing that, right? You're taking unnecessary chances when you shouldn't be doing that, right? That's what that person is saying. Why is that person lying about you, Gemini? It's because they don't want you to have this money. You see how this person right here is taking the fruits from the tree, right? They're enjoying their harvest, right? This person doesn't want you to have that. They don't want you to be able to pick the fruits off of your tree. Basically, work that you have put into, they don't want to see you receiving the benefits of it, okay? So it's all about this person trying to hold you down by lying about you. And that's what I'm getting. So, you know, there are people like that in the world. This person could be a Capricorn, Taurus, maybe, okay? Or maybe even a Virgo that's doing this. Somebody who is feeling like they should be the center of attention, or this person should be the one that is going to be the successful one in the family, right? Maybe an older sibling. Yeah, and they're stabbing you in the back. That's what they're doing. It could be like an older sibling who thinks that they know everything. They know everything. Their way is the best way. They should be the leader. They should be always the first one to get everything first, right? It could be something like that because that's the kind of energy I'm getting from it. So, but again, guys, this could be anybody, right? But it's giving me that kind of energy that I have seen with siblings where one sibling thinks just because they're older, they should get the first, brand new car. They should be the first one to get married, or they should be the first one to dye their hair. I don't know, right? Whatever it is, right? They always feel like they should have the best of the best. And because you were born second or third or fourth or whatever it is, right? Like you should be in line behind them. And it's like this person doesn't understand that life doesn't work out that way. That's not how it is, okay? Look at you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Celine Dion, right? Celine Dion, she was one of the youngest people in her family. I think she was either the youngest or the second to the youngest, but she is definitely, one of the babies in her family. Okay, that I can say for sure. And here she is. She's so successful. She had this beautiful singing career, and you know what I'm saying? She's more likely gets more money than her other older siblings, right? That kind of thing. Even though they were all singers and they were all entertainers, Celine Dion is definitely the most well known and the most popular one, right? So she gets, of course, makes more money, has more stability. I'm just saying, right? So it's more like that. Like this person thinks, well, how dare Gemini be better than me or get more or jump in line? Like, it's kind of like in their mind, you're cutting in line. You're cutting ahead of them. That kind of energy. Like, Gemini, you shouldn't be cutting in line, that kind of stuff. So it's definitely giving me sibling vibes here. Yeah, look at that. The Eight of Coins in reverse. Yeah, it's all about the money. This person might not have the skills that you have. Okay, they might not have the skills, they might not be able to have the talent that you have, they might not be as driven as you, they might not have the gifts that God has given you. Maybe you have gifts that this person doesn't have, right? Talent, skills, what else could it be? mm. Dedication, right? Accomplishments. You might have more accomplishments than this person. Whatever it is, this person is definitely trying to hold you down, right? They might even be trying to say all kinds of things about you, right? This person might have like maybe they might have a low paying job, right? That's why this is coming out. Very well could be. Yeah. So that is what this person's problem is. So the thing is that they're causing this other person to come towards you and act this way. So it's giving me like, this is either somebody who's an aunt of yours, an uncle, somebody who feels like, they need to protect you and guide you here, and you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Spirit, can we get some more information for Gemini? How long is this going to be going on with this person, right? Gemini, you're going to have success regardless of what this person does. And the thing is that this is really truly is your destiny. Okay. I do see the Wheel of Fortune that came out here. That's more that person trying to block you. Just like they're trying to block you from your destiny. And this really is your destiny. I do see you working with other people. Okay. I do see you coming into this reading as being somebody who's going to be very successful financially. Okay, because this is going to be your energy, the queen of the king, I'm sorry, the king of pentacles. That is your energy. You're going to be very well to do. You have lessons here that you have learned, that this person, it's not their journey. This is your journey, and this person just refuses to understand that. Okay? Yeah, this person just refuses to understand that for whatever reason. Hmm. You definitely don't trust this person. There might be two people. There's two of them. One is definitely an earth sign and one is an air sign. It's the air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, right? This is somebody who has air in their chart. This is the person who is the one that is in the backs, in the background telling these lies, okay? This is the person who's like so concerned about you stepping over their toes, okay? But you're not stepping over anybody's toes. You're basically staying in your own lane, and this person is just taking it that way, like, you know, you're this age and I'm this age, I should have more than you because I'm older. Or it could very well be like I'm taller. So like maybe you play basketball, right? I'm just using it as an example, and you're only 5'6", right? And this person's like 6'3", 6'4", and they're like, wait a minute, you can't play basketball. I should be the basketball star here, not you. But yet you're the one that's outperforming them, right? So it's like that kind of energy. So I just see here that it seems to be that you do have some exciting news coming in for you here. You know what? It's not just that you have exciting news coming in for you, because obviously you do, because you're gonna be in this Nine of Coins energy. But this person, they sense it too, Gemini. They do. They see that a change is coming, and they want to prevent this change. This person definitely wants to change your destiny. Unfortunately, you're gonna turn your back on that person. That's what's gonna happen. This person is not going to be around really, because they're sabotaging this connection with you. They're not going to be around when the money comes. And it's like they're cutting off their own nose to spite their face. Does that make any sense? Because I feel like when it came down to your how you say, whatever it is that you're going to receive, this money, this fame, this, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing fame, money, success, right? All this that's coming in for you, you would have shared with this person. Like Celine Dion. I never heard anything with her family. Like nobody in her family ever has, been jealous of her that I know of, right? She comes from what I understand, a very healthy family, dynamics in that family from what I can tell. But who's a good example would be Mariah Carey. Now, Mariah Carey, her siblings, what I understand, she has had some problems with her siblings. You know what? Let me check real quick. It just hit me. I'm just curious, really quick. Okay, never mind. Gemini. The thing about this person is that they're not going to be around. You would have shared with this person, and that's what's coming in the future. This person is sabotaging their place in your life. And you know what? It's really sad. Okay? And I feel like it's really going to it's going to make you feel like you're going to have to make a choice. Like you're going to be like, "You know what? I'm either going to have my life or I'm going to have you out of my life." It's really getting to that point where you're going to have to make a decision, and I just feel like this is going to be not an easy not an easy choice for you, right? This could very well be somebody who is very close to you here, somebody who you definitely love, but you're definitely going to have to make that decision, right? That's what I'm seeing. You're definitely going to have to make that decision. That person is going to need to make a decision as well. That person is going to need to, if they intend to be in your life, right? They're definitely going to have to make a decision like, "Hey, I need to just step aside and let Gemini do what they got to do," right? That kind of thing. Because I just don't see this working out where you can keep functioning under the situation the way it is. You know, that's what I'm seeing. Like you're not going to be able to. This abundance that's coming for you, it's something that would help your whole family. Yeah, it's gonna be a very happy time for you. And it's going to be a happy time, I want to say, with even your family. But if this person doesn't stop, there is a good chance that you could pre- you know sue them, or not sue them, take some kind of litigation against them. Maybe not in court, but in the family, like have a family meeting and be like, "Hey, this person needs to stop this," right? That kind of thing. If this is a loved one that you are romantically involved with, then this is something that you're going to leave behind. Okay, and this is definitely going to be somebody that's going to end up having to stand there and watch you move on romantically with somebody else. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Hmm. It's going to be a lot of fights. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of arguing and a lot of disputes behind the scenes, Gemini, that you're not going to see. There's going to be a lot of fights behind the scenes here. A lot of people arguing among each other about what is going on in your life. So, it's like a double sword. When something good happens, you know how they call it a double sword, right? Like when something good happens for you, something bad can happen too as well. I do feel like some, people in your family who might be air signs and water signs here. I do see here that somebody around you is going to feel very defensive. So you're going to have somebody who's going to be lying about you, and then you're going to have somebody else who's going to be defending you, that kind of thing. I do see some new ideas here, and I do see people like in the family having to take sides for whatever reason, unfortunately. That's what I'm seeing. All right, Gemini, I think I'm going to leave this here. It does look like this success is going to come with some kind of heartache for you, unfortunately. But you're gonna have the money to do other things, so that's good, right? I don't know. I don't know if this is good. I know I'm laughing. Maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know who this person is to you, but oh, it could very well be your children too that they're pulling into this because those I did see the page of swords and the page of cups. So you very well could have children who are air sign and water sign, right? And this person is going to try to pull them into this, like, oh, look what your mom is doing, or look what your dad is doing, that kind of thing, right? So very well could be your own children that this person's going to try to pull into this as well. You know how people are, right? They're always having to, do their own thing, right? Always getting into other people's business. All right, Gemini, I think I'm going to let this go. I'm going to leave it here. I'm sorry about the misfortune of the whole dynamics of this friendship or family member or whoever this is to you. And also, congratulations on your success. You deserve it. Look at that. Look what was facing up. Yeah, good for you. Keep working. Keep investing your time and energy into something that's going to make you successful and happy, right? All right, guys, catch me in the next reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Um, guys, I'm not well. I'm trying not to talk too much about politics or too much about what's going on in our society and stuff, but I do want to say this. I hope y'all are getting ready, okay? Just the more ready you are, the better off you're going to be, okay? Um I just want to say this. So if you have some extra food on hand, it would be good to have at least 3 months worth of something that you could throw together to make a meal, right? Have a way of being able to get water, right? Just in case the water to your house gets disconnected or something happens, have a source of how you could get some fresh, clean water, okay? Just be ready for anything because there is a lot of there's a bubble growing, and I don't know if I'm the only one that's feeling it. I don't think so because I've heard other readers also speaking about this where they are feeling it too. There's something about to pop. Something is about to happen, and I just feel like the better prepared we all are, as a group. you know and I'm not just speaking about in people in the United States. I'm talking about people all over the world. I just feel like there's going to be something that's going to pop, and it's going to be global. I don't see this. I mean, it's going to affect us here, and I see it happening here in the US, but I just feel like it's something that's also going to be something global because there's definitely if you look at the world, or if you watch KLRN, or BBC, or you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, the channel that you watch, right? Um, if you look at it from afar and you look at everything that they're talking about, it seems to be there's a global shift going on. And for one thing, the US dollar is not the top dollars. We're not the top dollar like we used to be. That's another thing that's happening. Okay, so there's definitely a shift there. Other countries used to want the US dollar, and now it's becoming less something valuable, I guess, or it has lost its value, let's put it that way. Um there does seem to be a shift going on all over the world. So, unless you are located in like Norway or in one of those kind of places, I would highly suggest just be ready for anything. Be ready for anything. The better prepared you are, the better off you're going to be. Um I'm hearing people are saying, oh, actually I actually know people personally who, have spoken to in person, that are around me, who are having a difficult time finding a job, but yet everywhere we look, there's like hiring signs everywhere, and they're like, and I'm like, well, why don't you just go work there? And they're like, well, I already applied, and they don't call me. So I don't understand what the heck is going on, because these companies are like saying, well, we can't find anybody, nobody wants to work, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm looking at people around me who are saying I'm applying for jobs, but nobody's calling me, and I'm like, that don't make no sense. And I live in a very small community, so it's like, it don't make no sense. So I'm sure, in larger cities or towns, there's, it's a bigger problem. I I feel like I saw a video not too long ago. I will say this. I'm just gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this out. But there was a young man online, and he was saying that he applied already for 100 jobs. He has put 100 applications, and he hasn't received not one call. And I was just thinking, wow, that is insane. I have never remembered a time in my life where I ever had to make more than 3 applications before I got hired. And now I'm hearing more and more people are like, no, it's changed. Things have changed. You have to apply to like 50 jobs before you'll even get a call or even a consideration. And it's like, I don't know. Something doesn't sound right, because the corporations are saying one thing and the people are saying something else. And I'm more inclined to listen to my friends, and people I know. So something is really weird going on, guys. So I just feel like there's going to be something coming. Um, Somebody online did speak about the um the Boston Tea Party. Now, I do remember my grandfather talking a lot about that, about the Boston Tea Party. I'm gonna have to definitely look into that. Let me know in the comments what y'all know about that. But I do remember my grandfather he was talking about it a lot when I was little. But I was so little, he talked to me like I was an adult, and that was one of the biggest problems. You know what I mean? I was like 4 years old listening to him, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sick. These allergies are killing me. I'm not crying. I'm sick. I know it sounds probably like I'm crying, but I'm not. My grandpa used to talk about it all the time and talk about how life now is so bad. And you have to remember, this was back in the 70s when he was telling me this, like how horrible life had become, and how hard life had become because of people wanting instant gratification, basically is what it was. He was talking about like people didn't have credit cards before, right? And how he was telling me a lot of things. You know what? I'll go ahead and tell y'all what he told me if y'all are still listening. My grandpa had talked about it. He said that before women started working, before the whole women's liberation thing, right? A man could go to work and support his whole family, and everybody would have food. And I mean, they might not live lavishly, but they had all their needs met. Everybody had food, clothes, shelter, basic needs were all met. And he said what happened was women started working, and when women started working, people realized, oh, now families were having more money. So when people realized that families had more money, what do you think happened? Yeah, prices of things went up, especially for women, like women's products. because it was the how my grandpa explained it was people believed that the woman's income was just free money. That was just money that she had, just for fun, just for luxury items. She didn't have any responsibilities to contribute to the household. So when a woman back in the 20s worked outside the home, they saw that as, just extra cash just sitting there. So the prices of female items went up, he said, and he said not just that, but other items went up as, just in general, prices went up because more homes were becoming two people working, right? Which makes a lot of sense to me because we're seeing that now, as soon as they started giving out stimulus checks, what happened? All of a sudden prices of things went up, right? I was looking at greenhouses. And a greenhouse that I was looking at before that was like 220, I believe. When they started passing out stimulus checks, all of a sudden they wanted like 800 for it. I was like, what? What is that? This was on eBay, It was crazy like that. Um, but what he was talking about was also about credit. Like when credit cards came out, and I want to say, according to what I understood from what he was saying, he was talking about like the 70s or 80s, that people started getting credit cards, and because people were getting credit cards, it happened again. People were like, "Oh, well, don't you have a credit card? You could just put it on your credit card," and it made prices go up, and it made people buy things that they wouldn't need, right? And he had said that the whole reason for the credit cards was they had so well, see, a lot of people were against credit cards because a lot of religious groups were against it because it's too much like gambling. You're getting something, you're getting something that's saying, hey, you're going to get this now, and you're gambling that you're going to be able to work tomorrow to be able to pay for it, you know. And it's not just that, but, the interest rates and that a lot of religious groups feel like that's a sin that somebody is profiting off of another human being like that. So back in this, 60s, 70s, or whatever this was that he was talking about, um, he said that, they still pushed it like, hey, everybody should have at least one credit card just in case you need it for like vehicle maintenance or somebody gets sick. Because back then, if you're young, you might not know this, but back in the day, it wasn't required to have health insurance. When I was raising my kids, I didn't have to have health insurance. I just, when my kids got sick, I had to pay the bill. It was just as simple as that. And it wasn't as expensive as it is now ever since they did this whole thing where everybody has to have health insurance. Now everything is just so crazy expensive, right? Where before, when I would take if my daughter got hurt, she hurt her ankle, I took her to the hospital. I ended up getting if I remember right, it cost me, I want to say like $600, right? This was back in 99, 2000, something like that, right? Yeah, so I ended up with a bill for about 600. But, but of course you just pay it. You make monthly payments, and once you pay it off, that's it. It's over. It's none of this. It was never none of this stuff like, oh, we're gonna charge you interest. You could go to the hospital back then, and they didn't charge you interest and all this crazy stuff. If you had a bill, you paid the bill until it was zero, and that was it, right? And if you had a credit card, then you could just put on your credit card and then just pay that if you wanted to, right? But because of the insurance, now the price hikes, even medicine has gone crazy. Just for my daughter's medicine, her monthly medicine is over $600, now. Now, I don't know what it was back when she was a little girl, but I'm pretty dang sure it was no $600. I'm pretty sure the price of that now being $600 has a lot to do with us having to have health insurance. So, they passed a law that everybody has to have health insurance. Boom, the prices go up, right? It seems like whenever you put a lot of money into something, the prices of that goes up. I don't know if y'all are seeing. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that you could follow my thinking. Right now, and specifically in the United States, so I am talking specifically to people in the United States right now, the GOV is giving quite a bit of money to the people who are coming here. Okay, I highly suspect that that is what is keeping our economy going at this time, because it is getting really crazy, guys. Like, no kidding. I mean, I don't know how people are surviving right now, seriously, because I am struggling. I'm like, I'll tell y'all flat out, I am struggling. I mean, I've been struggling for the past, 2, 3 years, 4 years, right? Sometimes, life has always been a struggle, right? But whoa, with these gas prices and water going up and all this crazy stuff, I mean, yeah, it's my water bill's twice as much now. And no, it's not because of I'm using more. No, it's just really literally the price has almost doubled. It is that, and yes, I'm using a little bit more because I have two more dogs, but it's literally not that much more. Okay, but the thing is that right now, this group that is here, and we have more coming here, is getting funds from the U.S., right? And the U.S. is also funding a lot of people that are coming here, and they're giving them, um, they're paying for their college education and things like that, right? This is the thing that is not nothing new. I just want to say that them paying for other people's education to come here to go to college, that's nothing new. That's actually how I met my ex-husband. He came here from Morocco, and yeah, the United States will pay for their education, their housing, they get everything. So that's one thing that is that I don't know why we do that, but we do. The thing about this is that eventually there is going to be somebody new coming in, right? Somebody new is going about to come in, and eventually this gravy train that has been going on is going to possibly end. Now, what I am very worried about, and this is part of the bubble that I'm talking about, is that once that bubble ends, is that a lot of people are going to more people are going to lose their jobs, because they're not going to have these people walking in there buying all this stuff. Because if you go to the stores and you look at people, and just yes, you'll see more. You mean, let me see how I say this. You'll see people who are U.S. citizens born here, right? Yes, you'll see some come out with a large shopping cart, right? But it's very far few in between. You'll see more foreigners come out with larger shopping carts than you do American citizens, right? But once that stops, and those people are not going to have that funding, because I feel like that is what's keeping us going at this time. It's what is keeping a lot of restaurants open, because they have that money. Plus, a lot of them are working, and you know what I mean. Not all of them are not working. I mean, I know there's a group that's not working, but there is a group that is working, so that is contributing to our economy. But when those checks stop for them, that is what I'm worried about. I feel like we are going to get slapped in the face. We are going to see unemployment just go down crazy. And I feel like these corporations, I mean, use your own discernment here. Somebody is not telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? You use your own discernment here. Somebody's not telling the truth. We have people who are saying they're applying to 100 jobs and not getting called, and then we have corporations who are saying that people don't want to work. So who do you believe? You know, you use your own discernment here. I just feel like there's a bubble that's about to pop, and I just feel that the better prepared we are, all of us, you know, wherever you are in the world, right? The better prepared you are, the better off we're all going to be. You know, I think that we should all work as a unit, as just, as people. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what our nationality is, doesn't matter where we're from or where we are at this time. I just feel that we should all work together as a group, as a union, so it doesn't matter if you're in Ireland right now or if you're in Israel right now or wherever you are in the world right now. I just feel like we should work together instead of apart from each other, because if we work against each other, I just can see this bubble popping and we will end up with, World War III or something down the road, right? But if we work together, we can all survive this together, all of us. You understand? It's just my thoughts, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I know I'm rambling. I'm going to get out of this, okay? Tell me what y'all think. Even if it's against what I'm saying, hey, let's just have a conversation, right? That's all I'm trying to do. It's how people grow, it's how we find solutions by looking at other people's perspectives, right? I, you know, that's all I'm going to say, guys. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.